what we're going to be doing today is spraying on the new silver that's come out from Sherwin-Williams Octoral. It's the PVD, and it's a super fine finish, almost like a chrome effect.
The first thing that we are going to do is to make sure that the panel is nice and even black. Why do we want that? We want to have it as flat and as black as possible because we need it for the flop. This specific silver needs to have a very dark flop to get the chromey effect.
Okay, so you need to have that black background.
Yeah.
It's essential.
For this specific formula, yes.
But there's also something else that's really essential. This has to be keyed to a finer grade, doesn't it?
Yeah. The minimum requirements, what we say is P1000, no less, because otherwise the silver will go into the scratches and you will get the grainy effect again.
So it needs to be a P1000. You also need to make sure your grains, because some abrasives are coarser than others. So it's basically, you need to have as fine as possible to create that grit.
Yeah. We say P1000, P1200 is the best way to start.
All right, let's do this.
Okay.
So something else Rutger's just told me is that it's essential with this that your primer that you're going to use before you put on your water-based black must be a black primer.
Yeah. You save costs and material in the black base coat, of course. And because we want to have the black as smooth as possible, if you need to put multiple layers of the black base coat, you will get a little bit of that orange peel. And that is something we don't need with this specific silver.
So this color, this silver, this PVD,
PVD.
has to go onto an absolutely flat surface.
Yeah.
So Rutger, you've now applied the black. I've done my side as well.
Yeah.
But you're going to put down the PVD. Did I get that right?
Yeah, perfect.
PVD silver. But there's a certain technique to doing this.
Yeah.
And what is that?
Well, we first did the black to make it as flat and smooth as possible. We need it for the flop. But this one needs special application because we want to make sure that the black is still a little bit shining through to get the dark flop. So we are going to cross layer this. It's in an X application.
Okay.
It's very tricky to do, but it's the only way to get the color right.
Is there a flash off between those two coats?
Yes, but because it's a very thin coat, it flashes off very quickly. So we can do, let's say, one layer, we will split in half.
All right. Now, is there any tips that we need to know about this?
Well, first, we need to do it at 1.8 bar.
Okay.
Yeah, for the orientation.
Yeah. And that's essential, isn't it, with this
That
product?
is with this one essential, especially with this formula. After that, we are doing it half trigger for the last final mist coat.
So for those who aren't good on doing half triggers, what would you suggest?
I would say put the whole needle in, screw it in, and then put it at half.
Rutger, you've put on your first coat at 1.8 bar.
Yeah.
You're now going to reduce your trigger to half.
Yeah.
And just put on a dust coat.
Yeah. This is to make sure that you get the right effect and the right flop.
All right.
Yeah.
So something I saw you do slightly differently there is you actually pull the gun further away from the panel.
I do for the last layer. We will see it later in the videos as well. For the mist coat, in this case, for the normal application it's called the drop coat, you need to do double distance.
Double the distance. Okay.